of times we have to put breaks on our stencils just to hold them together. So this like line here, it would be one great big empty space, and then this would be floppy, and these parts would be floppy. And there, we put those lines there so you have a guideline of where to draw. You could choose to draw those, or you could choose not to draw those. For instance, this part here, you could choose not to draw this area right here, and you really only need to draw one side of that break on the stencil. I should not have drawn this side here. I'm going to leave it on because I think with the sloth, she kind of has a break in her coat there. So this will be her arm, her shoulder, and her back. But it's a good place for the break of the coat. So I'm going to leave that on there. However, on this part here where it's her hind leg and her thigh, we had that stencil just stop right there. But you don't need to have these two lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the belly line here, and I'm going to take it right back, ignore this side of that, and I'm going to use that for part of the shading. And I'm going to shade right up to that back leg line. So I just wanted to say that and hope that that makes sense to you, so that you don't have those two lines there. And for this part here, I'm going to just color up to that first line, the part that's part of the arm, and I'm going to shade on the other side of that line. That's kind of what's nice about color pencils, is you can erase if you want to, or you just incorporate it into your shade lines, and the pencils blend, so you can get away with that a little bit easier than if you'd drawn that with an ink pen. So you kind of have to give it a little bit of thought when you're laying down your design. A lot of times we tell you it's easier to just put it down with pencil, and by that I mean just a lead pencil. And one of my favorite ones is this one. And so you can just lay your pattern down with a pencil lead and then go in and color it with either pens or colored pencils. But you can see how I took those secondary lines and put them as part of my shadow. And this portion here is supposed to be her hair, so I'm going to kind of accentuate that. And I'm going to bring a few more little strands in for fun. And I'm going to actually put some shade on her belly under there. And that's about all I'm going to do. You could make this a different color. I think I might make it have a little bit more gray to it. I don't know, maybe not. But anyway, so that is how I would use those break lines that have to be on the stencil, but they don't have to be on your journal. So just something to think about.